What is up, guys? We got yet another side event winner who decided to play his version of zombies. It's going to be the Instant Fusion Zombies, so shout out to Fitz for spearheading. He wants to shout out his sticker. All right. Shout out to the boys there. Where are you from, by the way?
I stay over in Pasadena, California.
Okay, cool. I love Pasadena. Yeah, I'm always there for Core.
Shout out to Core. Yeah, big project. Yeah, all the homies.
I never see you at Core, actually. Are you working at those times when they're doing tournaments?
Usually I kind of just pop in. I'm pretty infrequent.
Oh, I see. Well, I hope you actually can find the time to, out of your busy day, to go play Edison with the boys.
On Father's Day, you have to.
Yeah. So you decided to play Instant Fusion Zombie. What were your matches throughout the whole day? Or
round one had a Vayu Turbo. Round two had Frog Yard.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Did it play Heroes?
Oh yeah.
It play Heroes, so it's Frog Heroes. Okay.
Yeah, Frog Heroes, and three was Hero Beat.
Hero Beat in the finals?
In the finals, yeah.
Oh,
the guy was good. All three were good. I felt bad for the Frog player though, because there's the
Book of Life.
No. There's the one.
There's the one what?
We all know.
Oh, okay. So you main deck this card.
Oh no, that's side.
That's side. Okay, yeah.
It's three.
I thought you made it. I was like, that's even more interesting than I thought it would be. So Zombie World's in the side deck for the Frog matchup.
He got game one. Of course, they're good, powerful. But
yeah. Let's go into the deck profile.
Let's go. Got double Caius.
Okay, so we got two Caiuses. Pretty standardized.
Yep. Yeah, makes sense. I run double Instant Fusion, so Caius are just always free, really. You never have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So then the common, 2 and 2.
Did you ever miss the third one?
I think I might have wanted to go down one in the main. I felt that every time I got it, there's just so much Caius in this format.
Yeah.
He almost never went off, and I was always just sweating setting this. So, it's like,
Got it.
And then,
at least I don't lose 1,000 with the pyramid turtle.
This is your bait. You set that and
that's your Caius bait.
Yeah.
Okay, so main deck Gale. Gale's a good card. Also a tuner. So
also a tuner. It's the only
wins the single plays.
Diva, double Diva. Gale, one card trooper. You know how that is. Can't have.
How did Trooper feel in the main deck? Did you feel like you wanted to mill at certain points of the game, or?
It was good. Yeah, I really think Trooper saved the deck many times. I got unlucky drawing Dad, no grave, almost every round.
Yeah.
But Trooper fixed that.
Okay, so putting in the third dark in for dark arm.
It was always a third dark.
Mizuki in the graveyard and stuff like that. I see.
He made this live almost every time. Trooper I think is plus the draw effect is good.
Yeah, crashing into a Thunder King Ryle or something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, people play that.
One Mizuki Ryle, I got that. One tomato.
Okay.
It's just good since she's out the Gale. It's nothing crazy. Just the Gale. The one-offs, Zombie Master, nothing crazy. Sangan. Gardner. I mean, what can you really say about?
Actually, Gardner is not normally seen in zombies. How do you feel about playing Necro Gardner in zombies?
I like Gardner. Really, this is more of like a meta check kind of call because people forget. People forget Gardner. And if you're on time or if you're in like a big one of these and you're not trying to mess up, it's easy just to go into bed.
Yeah, I'm a little curious. Are you So if you're drawing this card in your hand, are you dumping it with Greffer, I'm assuming, or
no Greffer in here?
Okay.
This, just a foolish
as
lucky. You're trying to get him off with this, Zombie Master, but
so you're discarding off the Zombie Master for
I just never feel that it's so bad, even if you just have to set it.
Yeah.
It burns a turn and then it burns one more attack.
Got it.
So it's pretty good. You really check. You should always side it out. I always side it out.
You always side out Necro Gardner, okay.
Because if it burns them once, it's not going to happen again. They're going to remember the next time.
They're going to remember, okay.
Yeah. Trag, Boars, the brothers. Double Diva, I think this, for a long time, I didn't play Diva in this deck. I ran Gale, Plague Spreader, and kind of that was it for the longest, but Double Diva makes this deck. I don't think there's a reason to not have Double Diva.
Yeah, it's a Diva zombie deck,
I just think in all zombies, you can always fit this in. You don't have to put the Gilman in.
Yeah.
It's just so advantageous to have a Book of Life and a diva, right? You got that's you could do so much with so little.
Yeah.
And then the man
And the Reaper.
and
Okay.
the Reaper. That's it.
Okay.
It's that easy.
I like it. Is that 20 monster? It looks like a 20 monster stack right here.
Yeah, I think this one's. I think this built 18 actually.
18. Okay. Looks like 20 to me.
Oh,
Because
no,
you're also
right.
playing
This is 20,
Tragodia.
you're 20,
Yeah. I play card games long enough.
Good eyes.
I
Good
can
eyes.
see like,
Yeah,
oh, that's a
you
20
got
stack.
good eyes.
Yeah.
Let's see. What we got here? Let's do the spells. There's a little bit of spice in here, so. But
Yeah, I wanna get
let's get the main stuff out the way. This is another card that I slept on. I never really realized how powerful this is. I mean, you run double Cayuse. That's a free Cayuse turn one, right? You got double Diva. That's a level 7, and you have something just in the back. Another Diva blocking.
Right.
And it only costs 1,000. It's just so crazy.
Yeah.
You could do something. I don't even know if I knew that this card was legal in this format. This card just seems
No,
broken.
it's just, yeah. But they can attack. That's the issue.
They can attack.
But their effects are not negated. It's
Yeah.
considered a fusion summon, so you can bring out Mizuki with
This deck is cool because of that. Because of the.
Reaper of the Nightmare. Yeah.
Reaper on the Nightmare. We don't even have to look.
Yeah,
at
we know
it.
that guy.
That is just so good. I mean, that weird pressure of 800 dishing a card. It's really good.
Yeah. So the next spell here we have is Book of Life.
Book of Life, double Book of Life. I mean, if you get instant fusion, you want Reaper on a horse, you want him out right away. That's mainly it. I think siding one out is kind of just what I always do. I might even go down to 1 in the main. There was a game 1 against Mayu Turbo. It's just very slow, and you cannot. You'd rather have a crow.
As opposed to a Book of Life.
After that, Lure, Vortex. I think this is good. This is probably the other. It just seems like a no-brainer. There's so many people that like to swarm. I mean, so many decks that like to swarm. And I mean, people really get impatient in game 1, so you can kind of steal something with this.
Yeah.
And it gets your Gardener in the grave. It gets a zombie.
Yeah.
Gets a zombie.
Puts a zombie in there. Okay.
Brain, Mind. Gotta have it. Mystical. Just have to. There's a lot of backfill that you don't want to see. Enemy controller is good. Yeah, people really, they're not feeling enemy controller, but I mean, you got double Goblin Zombie.
Yeah.
You might be able to steal something and add, a card. It's just good. But I always side it out. You don't need it. You don't need it.
Certain matchup, yeah. Okay.
You want it first, surprise, and then foolish.
Okay.
It's that easy. Onto the traps.
Yeah.
Traps. Of course. And then compulse. It's good. I usually side in the second compulse. I think I sided in the second compulse all day today, and it always paid off. It's a free synchro bounce, right? It's good for that. Good for that. Double Dust Tornado. In the main, you just cannot see oppression in this deck.
Yeah.
It just stops everything. So if you want to play the game,
shut it off. Yeah.
It's better. It's just better to have. Double Bottomless. Purely for Black Wings. Just again, you cannot play against Black Wings in this deck. You have to set so much. Torrential, just a board wipe. Call. It's good. Got Trooper in there. You got a lot of targets.
Yeah.
And then the boss, the big boss.
Return. Yeah. Return's amazing.
We all love Return. We all love Return.
Okay.
You wanna?
Yeah. Let's go to your extra deck.
Extra. Let's do extra. Of course. Let's get the zombies out the way.
Good zombies.
Oh, dead.
Kaiser, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, he's the only one. Actually, I was running the what's the dragon? What's
The dragon, Iron Shane Dragon.
Yeah. No, the zombie dragon. The one that takes it.
Doom Kaiser Dragon.
Doom Kaiser. But for this tournament, I switched it into the side. I just felt like it didn't make sense having the main. And I have the Zombie World side, so he comes in when the Zombie Worlds come in.
Yeah, that makes more
max
sense.
Value.
Yeah, it makes more sense because you can steal other things besides play
You can steal any zombie that's in either, or actually just in your opponent's group.
Yeah.
But if Zombie World's active, then
did you do that effect today? Did you steal someone's stuff?
I think I got strange enough, it was a plague.
A plague spider.
Got that dragon, got their plague.
Level
went
8.
to 8. Yeah, got a Stardust. Good thing too, because he had a bottomless, so that got me that game.
Very cool.
6. Let's do the 6s, of course. Brio. Where is he at? Brio. Should have fixed this. My bad.
No, don't worry.
Goyo. That's the 6 lineup right there.
No Urquazes? The one that pierces?
No Urquazes. I like the 600 on this, because that 25. Sometimes you just need to get out over Ab Zero in one move. You don't want to be messing around too much. You want to conserve. Yeah, I was running Urquazes, but it just never goes on.
Okay.
Let's see. Then you got. I don't know why I started with 6. I guess we'll go back down to 5 here.
Yep, or 5. Catastor and Android.
Catastor and Android. You already know what it is there.
And then level 7.
Level 7.
Black
bounce
Rose.
Around, yeah.
And we got Armor Master? Question mark.
Got Black Rose, but no Armor Master in this. But I think you're right. I think I would probably put an Armor Master because I run the Gale.
Yeah, you do.
And there's just a few times today I can think of too. There's a Vayu Turbo round 1. Probably could have got something more out of it, but wasn't in there. So Ancient Fairy, I think it's okay. It just as a wall, it doesn't really matter. This, I don't know. I want to take this out. I never get that second effect.
Yeah,
it's really annoying.
So whenever it does battle damage, right? Not
does
direct damage.
But but the 4-card, stipulation is just it's tough.
Yeah, it could be tough later game for sure.
And at 2200, it's 700. 7 stars. I don't know.
People decide this for like Dragon Turbo, so they can.
I was gonna run Dragon Turbo today.
Oh, okay.
But I had to represent. It was zombies. It just had to be. And then the big bodies, Salute.
Thank you.
The 8s, they're the classic. They're good.
Yeah.
This also, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't really feel Thought Ruler. And I kind of agree. It doesn't really do much. It's just so easy to get around.
Yeah. Caius just kills it.
Caius kills it. Carbonala.
And
Man of the Hour. This won me 2 games.
Yeah.
Just because it's so hard to deal with. And it set up a Caius for the second one.
Yeah.
You're just poking. They just can't really do too much about it. And like Reaper, you're going to have to dedicate cards. You're going to have to poke him. You're going to have to do something. Brain con or mind con or something to him.
I'll kill it though.
Yeah, it'll kill it. You got to get him off the field like that.
Okay, let's go to your side deck.
Let's do the side. Now the side is what really came through.
The magic, the zombie magic.
This is really what I wanted to really talk about it first. But one honest.
Okay, so explain to me this. Zombies don't really have light monsters.
This card is good because of it. Zombies don't have any light monsters, so nobody ever expects honest. Right. So if you drop a Gorz, right, and you have that token, right, you leave it in attack mode every turn, and you always drop the Gorz on a very low monster. So they're just salivating. They want to attack into that token. They're thinking you made a mistake. Why did he summon it in attack? And they swing into the light Gorz, and because it's just a token, it's like. Most people forget it's a light monster.
Right.
So they end up swinging and they lose tempo. And that tempo, that helped in the frog match. And it also helped, I think, round 1 too, off of Android. Android, and he just wanted to kill it.
Kill the Android, I see.
This, swinging into an Android, looking at an honest, it's just, that tempo loss, it kills you. It makes you feel awful. I wouldn't want to play either after that.
I see.
After that, you got Double Crow. That's good. I actually might main deck a Crow. I think just having the hand traps in the main deck is probably the way to go in this format. People are good.
People are good.
People are good now. They know what they're doing. If they got a Greffert turn 1, they got it's a Stratos, right? They're going for the Mally stuff. It really helps to have a Crow in the main. it felt like I was nerfing myself by not maining at least one.
Okay, that makes sense.
After, soul release.
Yeah.
It's a little slow, but it's good.
I'm surprised I'm surprised you're side decking Soul Release, despite the fact you play Book of Life.
Yeah.
You wanted even more removal? Is that what it was?
I'm afraid of oppression.
Uh-huh.
Oppression really scares me. I've just been abused by oppression that, it's left me depressed.
I see.
You just
Oppression, depression.
You gotta get rid of that shit. You gotta get rid of that.
No, it's part of medicine, unfortunately.
Oh, man. Cyber Dragon.
What up?
Good.
Yep.
Special comes out, of course. I'm just gonna move them together because Chimera Tech. One Deep Prison. I like the one of ratio. It's just to keep the thought of these cards in their mind, right? Like one Deep Prison, one Compulse, one Phoenix Ring. You just want them to see it one time. That's really if you can get that off. As long as you know that they know that you have one of these, you could just bluff it. That you run 3.
That you play a second copy or a third.
Second copy, at least a second. Right?
Interesting philosophy for sure.
And then, I'm gonna say that for last. This is a tech that one of my friends plays, Edison, a lot too. He always said, he ran this deck. He had this exact same build. He played it, took it to a few tourneys, and he felt the same thing. It's hard to get an attack off. Outside of oppression.
Yeah.
It's hard to get in there, and sometimes zombies just needs one, big boom, right? You just want to dump the hand, and you need it to go off just at one turn.
I see.
And it didn't do anything today, but in general, I like one trap style.
I see.
It feels good for me. Gets Mizuki around bottomless, gets you one turn off an oppression if you need it, right? Like, I know I talk about oppression a lot, but I've just...
Have you thought about playing Trunade as opposed to Trap Stun, or do you want them to have the trap card at the end of the turn where you pop off?
I don't. Yeah, I think I might go Breaker. I've seen Fitz. I was talking to him earlier too. I think he goes double Breaker in the side, and I think that's probably right.
Okay, double Breaker in the side.
If I was gonna drop Trap Stun and maybe Soul Release for double Breaker, I think that really would help this deck.
Okay,
because if you get stopped, you get hard stopped.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
Right.
Mole Man, the boy, he's just great. I mean, he does everything you need. The one card ab zero removal. It's perfect.
Yeah, I love it.
It's perfect.
That screwed me, bro.
It did. Round 3. This guy was
you won the
dropping.
match because of that.
It really was. That's round 3. I almost broke my neck playing that guy. Round 2, Frogs.
Yeah, it looks like you have a preparation for Frogs.
I pray to play against Frogs. When I go to tourney, I'm hoping my bracket has all Frogs because Zombie World, it just stops that guy.
Are you not afraid that someone might summon a Synchro Monster with Junk Synchron underneath the Zombie World? Because they do have Synchro plays. They also have Miracle Vision as well. Are you afraid that they might circumvent this as opposed to Master Restrict?
The Ab Zeros and the Synchros outside of Goyo. I guess Goyo kind of hurts sometimes, but there's just not a lot. When I play Frogs, there's just not a lot I'm afraid of when I have one of these set up. Because I know they have to get rid of it. Because they cannot go for the things that really hurt.
Caius and
Caius. Right, because I have to set Goblin Zombie. I have to. This deck is usually slow, and then boom, right? You have to set a Goblin. You have to set a Pyramid Turtle. You have to get something off. And Caillou stops that, and Endless Treeborn, it's a free Caillou.
Right, but are you not afraid of the dupe lock? Because they can still dupe lock underneath Zombie World.
Well, we can play slow. I prefer we play slow, because if they're dupe locking you, that means they're not killing you.
They're not killing you, I see.
And I trust this deck enough to have...
Yeah, Zombie Worlds, so I'm still curious, do you like this card over Master Restrict? What are the pros and cons of each and over?
Mask, I really don't like Mask in this deck just because it's zombies. You get max value out of Zombie World. What it mainly is going to do for you, right, is stop Frogs. So if you don't want to think when you're playing Frogs, you just run through Zombie Worlds and you're good. You're just chilling on that. Restrict, don't know. I mean, there's no reason. I guess if you're really, really trying to stop frogs, you could throw
Yeah.
in 3 too.
Oh, you're saying this has a good match. This is good for other things besides frogs.
This actually, I think, is only, I don't cite it in. I'm trying to think of any other matchup. Nah, just frogs, really.
Just
I
frogs,
can't lie.
yeah.
It's frogs, but it is the frog killer, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to play the game, or they can't play the game, so you're just doing whatever you want,
I see.
really. And there are certain times when I'll maybe throw this in, like you're on the random, like, I don't know, KFC build, right? Some Kuros field control, just because you can mess up their tempo a little. And really, this, I could just have him face up with it too. This is side. Because when these come in, I usually throw this in, even with the frogs. It gets you a Cayuse or it gets you some graveyard thing. Sometimes even just taking the Treeborn off of them is good for the turn, right? And they come in together. And if I bring in Zombie World, it's always a 3, and it's always with this guy. It's just, it's so good, really. This guy sometimes I think he's good to side in without the Zombie Worlds, but you want to get the max value, right? You really want to play with your opponent's head. That's what you're trying to do with this thing, because everyone knows what frogs are trying to do.
Yeah.
And so you have a little bit of the surprise playing something playing something kind of unorganized like this, right? You can random them out. They know what's going to hurt them, and it's not being able to summon their Cayuses or their Monarchs. But they rarely expect that they're also going to be having to deal with the graveyard getting pilfered. You're going in there and you're taking small stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, you just want to offset their tempo. 'Cause I really do think zombies are good, but their ceiling isn't as high as it could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
And this unlocks it.
This I would say, it goes a different direction.
Yeah.
You're not trying to overpower, you're trying to confuse, right? You're trying to make it so that your opponent is really struggling to figure your tempo out. What is it that they're trying to do?
Got
In
it.
frogs, they know that you're just trying to stop them from getting into their Cayuses and rises and stuff.
Got it. Okay. That's fair.
That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much.
That's the side deck? Okay, cool.
That's the side deck. That's the extra. It was good. I think all 3 players were good. The Vayu Turbo guy was strong. I think I lost round 1 every game. With the frogs, I think I just sacked it too. I think I didn't even play any cards. I just went into game 2 because I just wanted to get these out.
Got it.
You don't have to worry so much, really. If you lose with the Zombie World in your deck now against frogs, you just got unlucky.
Got unlucky. Okay.
But yeah, the Hero Beat's good. I have a good matchup against that too. I feel like you can let things get popped. You can let them die.
Yeah.
You got Goblin Zombie. There's enough in here. But
Yeah.
it was good. It's good.
Hey, thank you for sharing your thoughts on zombies, especially since you're kind of gearing towards the Institution zombie crowd.
You love it.
But also trying out a new tech, which is, or your side deck tech, which is Doomkaiser and.
The Doomkaiser and Honest, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes people gotta know that. Just imagine you swing into something so sure, and then you see an Honest in a deck that it just does not belong in.
Yeah.
You really have to rethink your whole life. You have to just assess what's happening on the board.
Got it.
Sometimes that's all you need to win.
Yeah, right. The element of surprise was on your
Element of surprise.
basically in your favor.
Element of surprise.
And hopefully I can see you more in the future with more bags
Hopefully.
bag of
Hopefully.
tricks up your sleeve.
I will. I'll be back. I
Right.
got Fits, 10FD. There's enough inspiration in this room for me to come back.
Of course. All right, have a good one.
We're going, man.